All right, we're doing a 20
And
to
you
1
don't need to be
today.
following nobody. You don't need to be in no organizations right
20
now.
reps
You don't need to be spending no money.
dips,
You need to give your money to
20 reps
yourself
diamonds,
for your
all
own
the way down
enjoyment.
1.
You see what I'm saying? And
Feel a little sore
another thing
today,
that's
so
real
let's get
detrimental
it
in
out
this
the way.
particular time, but this is going to be a downfall for you people that's got children over 20. You got children over 20, 25, you really need to seriously think about cutting them loose as far as financial assistance. Because that's going to be, in this war that we got going on, they're going to send all kinds of obstacles to you. You see, to keep you on shutdown and on lockdown. And one way they're going to get to you is through your children. Bad enough, you got some waterhead kids, 11 and 13, but you know, that's legal, you got to deal with that. But any of these children and stuff like that, that's a thorn in your side, that's a burden. You know the ones that's cool, that flow with your stuff, and is a doggone attribute, an asset. But all of the liability, you need to cut them loose, because it's not being mean-spirited. What it is telling you, in a spiritual warfare, if they see light rising up, they will send two entities or two or more entities, mainly your family members, to hold you down. And that's the key. I always told you, like what one person was saying about your family, what you do to family. You need to cut family loose. You see what I'm saying? See, this is no Sunday go to meeting, I believe in the children. You believe in the family ain't shit. Family ain't shit. Let's say it what it is. Family is fucked up. That's the enemy. That's the people you need to cut loose, is family. This ain't no fucking all civil rights all stars. We're not talking about no family. Those are cliches. They don't hold no water no more. Because you know that the people, and that's the way the spirit does. It attacks you to the people that's very close to you. And that's why you can't go beyond things.
Realtor.com is the #1 app real estate professionals trust. So when you're buying or selling a home,
and that's why you can't go beyond things, because of family members. My point is, when they get in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, that means these people are adults. In actuality, they're no longer your brother and sister, your sibling. The way the spirit world does is you incarnate and you get reared with a certain amount of social environment around you. And those particular ones act as a nuclear family for your rearing and your nurturing to go to adulthood.
Yeah.
You want some salad?
Oh, I'm coming soon. Yeah, I'll have some.
That is your family member. This is an illusion. All that is they wrap DNA around you,
It's 19.
around the soul, so that you can have an experience during the time of rearing. But once you become an adult, you become your own universe and your own entity.
Yeah.
Why you mess
So
me up
therefore,
like
these
that?
people don't have
I thought it was Friday.
and you think, you ever notice now, especially people that's spiritual, have you noticed now that you have nothing in common with your family? Some people, you're outsiders, especially the people that's conscious. You're like outsiders. You don't have anything in common with your family members. That is a reason. That is because you are a star child, as they would say, and you only use that unit to incarnate into to raise yourself up on the earth plane. So therefore, these are things that you need to do at these particular times, especially your children. Those are the ones that's coming. And I'm not talking, you know the ones that's cool. You know the ones that flow a certain way and have a connection with you. Because they will always give you one or two children in the family that have a connection with you. They be spiritual too. But then you will also have, and every now and then you get a whole family that's spiritual. But that's very rare. But most of the time, they're at odds. And you don't understand. And you can spend your life trying to appease them and please them, become codependent. You see what I'm saying? All trying to please them. Your mothers, your fathers, or whatever. And this is one of the major things that's going on right now. It's based on the family. So that's real key, especially in this war. And another thing also, too. The knowledge that you get is for your spiritual aptitude illumination. This knowledge has nothing to do for you to go back to teach your family members, and then they will beat you over the head, and you don't understand why they don't get it. It's not for them to get. You see what I'm saying? It's not for them to get. Number two, this information doing this thing because it's all research. You see, and that's why I always say I never told anybody to call me a master. I never said anything about following anything. Now going back, so we're dealing with the goddess Oshun, and I'm going to give you the science on that when we get into the particular lecture. This is a semi-altar that I put together because I want you to go and build an altar to Oshun. Her color is yellow and blue, but most of the time it's yellow. Gold, basically, in yellow. The story goes that she had a white dress, and she used to wash the dress so much until the dress turned yellow. This book, the Oshun, the elegant deity of wealth, power, and femininity. What's this person's name? D-I-E, I guess that's Deidre, Badillo, B-A-D-I-E-D-R-E, B-A-D-J-O, B-A-D-J-O. It's this book on Oshun. There's other things like that. I'll get into that. I'm going ahead of myself. I'll get into that as we go along to give you a connection. I've got a lot of bibliography, a lot in my head, and what I could get through the airport because I, I left and I quit carrying big suitcases. But, that's the place you want to get in, get out, get on with your life. So that's very. So right now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do something different. We're gonna open up to a question and answer. Right now for the people. Especially let's say some things that's just a feedback on the last 2 days that covered in the actual conference. Number one, I have a tape called Music and Melanin that's floating around. It deals with the whole music and melanin thing. I found out another thing also too. No matter how good Motown music is, I found out it was a conspiracy. Motown music is recorded low, it's turned down. I didn't realize this until you can't really tell on CDs, you have to get LP. But I can find artists from the 60s and the early 70s that wasn't on Motown and their music has a higher pitch. But the Motown stuff was turned down low. That's why Barry Guard and most of the black labels, especially theirs, you had BJ, you had a couple other black labels, but then you had, in the 70s, you had black labels that was run by big white labels. But as far as all black labels, you had the BJ Records from Chicago, and you had, those were the two main ones, and Motown. Stax was a white label. White people owned Stax. But it's interesting here that a lot of the mastering at Motown was done with the white recording studio. So they mastered these things. It was purposely turned down the music. So no matter how good the music is, it's turned down low. That is because they didn't want black people to have control over the music. If they didn't want black people who had their own business to have control over what was going on. So what would happen was they would turn down the music low, and there's certain octaves that you don't hear in the actual music. And we go into that whole music and melanin thing. So I noticed how I have to always turn up the Motown music when I'm playing because I got one of the best systems. It's called a Karma with no distortion, but it also has a button that clicks off when the frequency gets too high. It'll click off. But all the Motown music, I can turn it all the way up, and the system never clicks off. That's because it's recorded low. You see, that's because it's recorded low. And so my point here is, what does this have to do with anything? It means that in actuality, they know, and that's one of the main keys, that your particular music and melanin is connected, and that is the key, one of the main keys to melanin, as well as water. We'll get into that particular aspect also. You heard a lot about water the last couple of days. That is one of the key crucial things, key crucial elements to melanin. So right now we're going to open up the floor, and I'll get some question and answers going. And we're going to do, and all the, and then we'll gradually get on into the meat. So remember now, questions are answers. So that's how you really get the flow going. Should I go libations first? I think I'll do the libations first to get it on the way. Yeah. Let's see here. How I'm going to do this. Okay, I got my juice to spit this.
14.
This is her stuff that deals. She deals with yellow. She likes sweet honey. I got the pound cake on here. I got some candy. I got the peaches, and I got some vanilla wafers. And she deals with. We'll get into that particular part. She likes. I've been giving her this alcohol. She's been drinking the hell out of it. We'll get into all of that on the But like I said, now this has nothing to do with, because most of the people are going to tell you to deal with this, you're going to have to go and join a religion. You don't need to join anything. Nothing. No Babylon, nobody from Nigeria, nobody from the continent, nobody from nowhere has access over you communing to the spirit world. So that's bullshit. You don't have to join none of these religions or nothing, because all remaining systems on the planet are fragmented. They are only a pale shadow of what they used to be. There's no. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. This is fitting because this is look like some stuff my grandma did.
It's 13.
Yeah. My grandma, I'll tell you about how she hid the turkey under the turkey under the bed Thanksgiving. She was into this hide shit so much. You know, and she was into the hide thing. So she went, my mom, I said, damn, mom, let me put that whole turkey in the oven. My grandma, go on to bed and get the turkey. Damn. She done hid the turkey under the bed. She hides it before we get up, you know. Before we get up and all, you know, so she hid the whole turkey. Now, she was smart now, because she was a thousandaire. Wasn't a millionaire, but she had big money. She was a thousandaire. So what we would do, she used to teach school. And we knew that if we go in her room and we find money, it's ours. She don't remember. So we would rush home from school, tear the damn room up, and try to find money. Then she said, oh yeah, you can't get my money now. You said you tied up on a stocking, tied on a bra. But every now and then, you know, she'd forget and she would lose one of the money bras. Use that money bra.
12. Yeah. Yes. Oh, hold on. I'll be there. I'll be there. It's 12.
Unfortunately, I'm one of the people that grew up wealthy and ended up my adult life on the power of poverty. You know, so
It's supposed
so
to
I
be.
did the
I
reverse.
did one extra.
Most people come from humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying, and then they raise themselves up. I went the other way around. We had everything. We had money and all that. You see, yeah, but if you get that money, bro, you was in the house. You know, in the house and stuff like that. You know? So I remember she put that under the bed. She had so much stuff. We used to live by this open field, so down south, and the rats would come up in the house. And so I had a friend that was an expert on catching rats. Friend went to high school with me, junior high school.
It's 11.
So he taught me the art. Now don't ask me to come catch some fucking rats. So he taught me the art. This nigga was so good he could catch birds in rat traps. That let you know we gods right there. A nigga can catch a bird in a rat trap. I saw this nigga do this shit. They say a god takes nothing and makes something out of it. Is it not written in the law that ye are gods? This nigga would catch birds with rat traps. So he taught me the art of catching rats. You see what I'm saying? And he was so good until people would call him all over the town and pay him to come up in there because this is like his set of rat trap. As soon as he said it, he could start catching these rats.
It's 10.
So he taught me to. I went
10
in my
more.
grandma's room and she said, "Why would she call me every 5 minutes? Why would come get
9
rats?"
more.
But she hid so much food up in the damn room that she had to move around the rats. And that's not, you see, now everything is spiritual. Because I talked about it the last time I was here. She's back on the earth plane. She died in 1990. Okay. But she didn't go anywhere. Okay. See, she was a retired school teacher. So she was too vain to say, I'm dead. Oh no, not Miss Irene Shaw.
That's 9.
They buried her on a Sunday.
8 more.
That Monday, after everybody left, my mother was in the house by herself. And she hear her dragging the fish. She said, you just have to get the hell up out of here. So she went to my brother's, I got another brother's house in Boston. He laughed, yeah, they drowned on my steak. She come in and cut on the damn TV and shit. He just got married. His wife was like, no, damn, this is her house. Hey, grandma's steak, don't fuck her house. She cut on the TV, cut on the fucking stove. You know, this is the spirit now for the people. Yeah. And because she wasn't going nowhere. But what he didn't know is his wife family was into the juju. So she called down to Nichols, South Carolina, which is our mullet. Nichols mullet is 6,000 strong.
It's 8.
Nichols is about
7 more.
200 strong. She called the Nichols, they got a bone man down there. And I said, oh, that's right. The bone man is from Nichols, and she was related to these. So she called down home and they told her what to do. So my grandmother had a whole laugh. Okay, so I said, well, damn, but we got rid of her. But I didn't know. I said, well, damn, so and then she showed back up in the fall of the year. I'm like, well, damn, we ain't heard from you since 93. She said, I was still around. I just learned how to be quiet. Just like the movie Ghost. You ever saw the movie Ghost? And they had to teach him how to go through all this stuff.
7. 6
I
more.
just learned how to be quiet. I'm like, well, damn, okay. And so recently, my brother was fumbling through a lot of papers in his basement and ran up on her obituary. He took that obituary out and she started raising hell. He put it in the car. She shorted out all his fuse system. He put it in the garage, and the garage door came off the hinges and blew up.
6. 5 more.
This happened in March. And I said, wait a minute, hold on. I said, he said, what you think it is? I said, I know what it is. I said, she cannot take the fact that she's dead. When she see that obituary, she gets mad. You know? I said, well, better yet, I'll call a couple of spiritual seers. So I called Pam, the sister. Okay, I said, well, get it. She got the same thing. Yeah, she don't want to see that obituary. She, you know,
4 more.
that she's dead. And then I called the sister Kimberly in Atlanta. She was like, yeah, that's what she get. You know, she said, so she go crazy. And most of these things, these spirits don't know they're dead. In this particular case, they don't want to know they're dead. But I say that because when I asked her the following year, what the hell, why you back now? You've been silent all this time. She said, because it's time now to be back. So there's ancestors now that's coming back. And a lot of things that's happening in your life, you don't know, and you can't make out what it is. It's ancestors. Especially if you see them in dreams. If you see them in dreams, those are ancestors.
2 more.
And that's the realm where they come. There's a whole book, Dead People in One's Head. It's a book called Demons of the Inner World. Demons of the Inner World. It's an out-of-print book, but you can get it. It's real cheap. It's a paperback book. But they have a whole thing about dead people in one's head. And what this is talking about is when people die, they go to live in you. That's when you start seeing them in dreams. Why is it you didn't see them? You start seeing them in dreams right after they die. You see, well, right after they die. There's a lot of books coming out on the
Alright, that's 20 down and 20.
which they made you scared of.
Tune back
The
in.
Western man was the
Dinner
only
time.
person in the world that was scared
Live and
of
electric.